What up, though? It's your girl Adrian once again from AP Inspired 78, and it is Friday, and I just want to talk a little bit about how I break down my paycheck. So if you're interested in seeing some behind the scenes as to how I do that and how I allot money to different things that I have going on, then stay tuned. Now, something that I have started, I started this last year, was that I have a binder. It is just a 3 ring binder, and I just put the stickers of the year on the front of the binder so that I can always go back and refer to anything that I've purchased, the money that I spent throughout the year. So my binders hold several different things. For one, it holds the calendar, in which it's a bill calendar. So I write down in the calendar anytime that a bill is due. For instance, say if my electric bill is due on the 27th, I write that on the calendar and I write the amount. Say my AT&T for the internet is due on the 15th. That way I know which bills come out per paycheck, because I get paid on the 5th and the 20th. I know which bills come out for the 5th and which bills come out for the 20th. And I highlight those in different colors so that I know that I'm paying the right bill during that pay period, because sometimes you can get distracted and you can get confused. But I separate my bills by paycheck. I don't lump sum all of my bills into one paycheck, because then you'll just be short and you won't have money. And my goal is like to save as much as I can and to invest. So I try to break it down per paycheck. So next, when I get paid, I do a budget. If you do not do a budget, I want to encourage you to do a budget. I have a video on how you can do a budget. You can check that out. But you need to find out, first of all, how much you're getting paid. If you have any other income that is coming in, you can add that to your budget under the income section. And then you just break it down. For me, I do first, in the first category, I do my bills, what is due. For instance, my mortgage, I don't pay my mortgage in full with like one check. I break it down, I do half. So I save half from one check and then half from the next check, and then I pay the mortgage. And in that section, I have whatever else is due. Sometimes I have some subscriptions like Netflix or my cell phone bill that may come out. That is in that first section. That helps me to break down how much I need to pay in a lump sum for all those bills for that amount of income that I had coming in. And then in the next section, I always like, because I am a cash envelope type of girl, if you've been following my videos, I love to do cash envelopes. It helps me to stay accountable with my spending so that I don't try to like overspend. And having cash envelopes, I don't know about you, but for me, when I use cash envelopes, when I hand over money, I feel some kind of way. Like it's a kind of different feeling as opposed to swiping your card. It's so easy to just swipe your card and move on with your life. But when you're actually handing over money, you feel some kind of way. It feels different. So I use cash envelopes, because even with the cash envelopes, when I receive change back, because I have different money challenges that I'm doing this year, and I did a video on the money challenges that I'm doing. You can check that out as well. I am also, next Friday, if you haven't already subscribed, I want to encourage you to do so, because one of my money challenges, well, not one of them, but I always do at the end of the month a total of all my money challenges and how far I've progressed. I don't know how much I'm going to save this year, but the numbers are looking really good. So if you haven't subscribed, I want to encourage you to do so that you can follow me on my journey and see how I am progressing with my savings. My goal for 2021 is to save 1 year's worth of living expenses. So I am currently maybe at like 47%, which is pretty good for March. So the money challenges that I am doing, they will go toward my 2021 goal of saving 1 year's worth of living expenses. But with back to my cash envelopes, when I receive cash, like one of my challenges is the $5 money challenge. So if I ever receive a $5 bill, that goes toward my money challenge. So using my cash envelopes helps me with my money challenges, because like one is like the coin challenge. Anytime I get change back, I save that. So in that second part of my budget, that is for my cash envelopes, for me to write down how much I'm going to use in my cash envelopes. And I usually take out per paycheck $500 for my cash envelopes. Now, my categories are pretty basic. I think it's like 5. It's just groceries, household, personal, miscellaneous, and something else. But I divide that 500 between those categories, and that usually stays the same. So we have my my bills that they can be variable bills because of the amounts, but I know which like bills I have to pay, so that part doesn't ever change. But the amount, because you can use more water, you know, one month and another, so that those amounts may change. But the companies, they don't change who I have to pay. So that's the first column, the first section. The second section is my cash envelopes. My third section is for my my sinking funds. Now, I just did a video on sinking funds. You can go back and refer to that. But sinking funds, for me, they have changed the game, because it helps me to not feel anxious about something that may occur in the future, because I've already planned for it financially, and I don't have to just whip out a credit card and worry about a bill coming in the mail. Now, how much I save per paycheck, that may depend on what I have going on at the time. I do have some sinking funds that have end dates, and then I have some sinking funds like my car maintenance that just continues to go on and on. There is no end date to that. I don't have a car note. I don't have extended warranty on my car, so having a sinking fund for my car helps if emergencies do happen. I can always just go back to that and take the money out and pay cash. I just believe paying cash just frees you up, so that you don't have to worry about things in the long run. So like I said, the third section is for my sinking funds, and I have tons of sinking funds. Not a lot. I mean, I do have a lot, because I'm just an extreme person. But I have those sinking funds so that the sinking funds have my back. You know, I'm just not one that likes to ask for help. I mean, I know if I have to, and I've been in that position, that if I need to ask for help, it is just what you have to do. Sometimes times are just hard, and as we all know, these last year and a half, things have just been different. So I don't ever knock anybody that needs to ask anyone for help, but sinking funds for me helps me to not do that. I have one for my dog, for instance. I have, like I said, the car maintenance. I have home repairs. I'm a homeowner, and there's always something going on with the house. And so I can refer back to that and pull money if I need to. And my fourth section in my budget that I break down for my paycheck is for my money challenges. Now, outside of my $5 challenge and my coin challenge, I do have a couple of challenges in which I have to physically go to the ATM and pull out money to go to those challenges. For instance, I'm doing the 52-week challenge, and I'm doing, every time I get paid, I pull out 2 weeks for that challenge. So I do have to go to the ATM and pull out money for those challenges. So my paycheck breakdown, it is broken down a lot, because I'm putting out money, and we haven't even talked about savings yet, but I'm putting money toward my variable expenses, well, fixed expenses, you can say, because it's like, you know, the gas, the water, you know, the internet, that's kind of like fixed, but the amount changes. And then we have the cash envelopes, and then we have my sinking funds, and then we have the my money challenges. So all of that, of course, you have to deduct. And seeing those numbers deduct, oh my gosh, it I'm like, where did my check go? But by me having the cash envelopes or whatnot, it's not like when I do see my numbers in my checking account go low, I start to fret, because I've already paid my bills and I've put money for whatever else, you know, that I need money for. So it gives me a little freedom. It helps me to calm down when I see the balance getting a little low in my checking account. But besides all of those categories, I do try to save money too. So I have money that is it's automatically transferred into my savings account. And I do try to put money, I have my boys, they have accounts, so I try to put money into their accounts as well. And then I just opened a brokerage account, so that is something new that I will start putting more money towards. Now, my goal, because I only make so much, you know, in my field, I mean, I'm blessed, I make a pretty good amount, but with all those deductions, I need to make more money. So as the year progresses, I do want to look into ways to make more money, even outside of like Uber or anything like that. I really don't want to drive around and deliver food, but I'm looking to look for ways to make more money so that I can put more money toward retirement. Now my retirement account, that comes out as soon as, before I even get to my money, my check account, that's automatically goes to that. But so I do invest with my company's 401k, but I'm just talking about how I break down the paycheck that I get, you know, that comes into my checking account when I get paid. It goes a long way, and I'm very grateful. I'm very diligent with how I'm trying to budget my money and show my children that you don't always have to spend all your money. You should try to live on less than you make. If you're not doing that already, I want to encourage you to do so. If you're not saving already, I want to strongly encourage you to do so, even if it's a little bit at a time. You don't have to, you know, put all your money into savings or whatnot. But if you can even save $25 a week, $25 every 2 weeks, hey, that's better than nothing. You know, one person said save $1,000, and I think that's a good start for an emergency fund, because you just never know what can happen. No, it's not going to just like bail you probably out completely if it's over $1,000, but at least that's $1,000 that you don't have to ask someone to help you with. So I'm excited to share. I'm glad that you tuned into this video. I hope that you have learned something from this video. I want to encourage you, like me, to get a binder and track your spending. That is one thing that I do have in this binder. I track everything that I spend. I track the money that comes in, and I track the money that goes out. I even have no spend days. Now this is very important, because I feel like the less days I spend money, that's like more money that I can save, especially toward my challenges. So I do have to pay for, of course, the essentials and everything like that. But when you have no spend days, it helps you to sit back and be like, do I really need that? And then over time, you're like, no, I really don't need that. So trying to also live like a minimalist lifestyle too, that helps you to save money if you're not just spending money on any random thing. But I have no spend days. I have my budget. I have my trackers. For example, here is like what one may look like, and I do the highlighting system so that everything is color coordinated. So at the end of the month, I tally how much I've spent in a certain category, and that helps me to figure out, do I need to curve some spending somewhere, or do I need, well, never increase. We don't want to increase, no. We want to curve the spending so that we can save more. That is the object of the game, especially since I'm one income. Now, do I get dividends from like my investments? Oh yeah, that's another thing. I do send money to, I have 2 single stocks too, so money goes toward those stocks as well. But the whole object of the game, until I can find out another way to make more money, is to save as much as I can and live on less than I make. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I don't know what your routine is. I would love to hear what your routine is in regarding how you budget for your paycheck. And if you would like to share, comment below. Until the next video, you take care.